what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Nimal's Asking on TV Gadget and Food Review. Today I'm going to review a company called walkhero. And walkhero, it looks like it was started in 1992, with the brand officially established in 2010. Walkhero specializes in orthopedic footwear designed to alleviate foot pain, particularly for conditions of plantar fasciitis, flat feet, and bunions. Usually high-quality materials and inputs, or using high-quality materials and input from biomedical engineers and podiatrists. They have R&D centers in the warehouse and warehouses in China, the U.S., and Canada, and their footwear is sold globally with a focus on comfort and sustainability. So, sounds like a great company. They sent this over to me, so I really appreciate that. My opinions are my own, and I'm independently owned. I do a ton of walking. I have a dog. You can see it in the background, and I think it heard me say walk, so I think that's the reason why it's perking up. But yeah, I have a dog, so I do a ton of walking, so I thought this would be a great product to test. I'm going to walk around town and see, I guess, my impressions, and also do my feet hurt. They usually, they can hurt if there's I would say maybe once I approach 15,000 steps in a day. But that doesn't happen all the time. So be interesting to see how these perform. But let's open up first of all and see how they look. Are these attractive shoes? I think for most people, I feel like shoes, you don't want to wear a pair of shoes that makes you look, funny. I think that's why people stick with, brands they know, like Nike, Adidas, maybe even Under Armour. But yeah, I feel like sports shoes, I feel like it's kind of a niche, like running shoes. What's the one that gained in popularity recently? It's what is it called? Hoka or something like that. But yeah, I feel like there's kind of a willingness to use shoes that provide a benefit. So if these help walking, they're kind of marketed as orthopedic. I could see this taking off maybe a little bit. All right, so nice. You can see the laces. They have black, red, and white. You have this big logo. There's ones that don't have this big logo. I kind of wanted this just to show, feature the company. Little plastic lip on the edge, maybe for some support. I don't think anything's leather. I'll check the tag, but I don't believe anything's leather. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but pretty standard. A lot of companies, I would say most companies use this mesh material now. It's harder and harder to find actual leather. But you have the white outline, the walkhero logo right there, and then the bottom of the shoe you have the black, and it's a nice grippy sole, kind of some foam right here, black heel. But yeah, look attractive. They look, if you slapped a logo like an Adidas logo on here, you probably wouldn't be able to tell a difference. They look like a pretty standard shoe. The only difference is logos. But you have the top, you have that's nice, you have kind of rings right there for support. I guess no rings here, but just in the top. Another logo, cloth, with kind of an embossed logo right here. And then inside the shoe, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little walkhero. All right, so I'm lacing these up for the first time. My dog heard the keyword. I'm not going to say it now, but it's getting a little bit excited, I think. Kind of knows what I'm saying. Wagging its tail. Wagging his tail. All right, so I'm back from my walk. Walked about a half an hour and walked on different surfaces, you know, like gravel, grass, concrete. And I would say the thing I noticed is the arch. So you definitely notice the arch while you're walking. So I liked it. I thought it felt like kind of like squishy and comfortable, giving your foot total support. But something to consider, if you don't like arch support, you may not like these shoes. The other thing I noticed is, you know, like New Balance, I think, is known for those wide toe shoes. These are, I wouldn't say slim, but they're definitely slimmer than like some shoes. So there's a little bit more, I would say, tightness in the foot area or the toes, which is a little bit different, but not by much. I mean, you can see this is not a slender shoe, but just something I noticed compared to other shoes. The heel's nice. There's no like slipping in the shoe as you walk. Great support. So I'll continue using these. I'll update you if I have any issues. But yeah, I say these look attractive. They work as advertised. They're comfortable. I just know with shoes, me personally, and I think a lot of people, is you're so brand loyal. You know, like I wouldn't switch brands. You know, I'm like a Nike guy or an Adidas guy or whatever. You know, Under Armour or New Balance. I think people like to stick with the brands. People are definitely brand conscious. I would say more than any other piece of clothing. I'd say like shoes are close to number one. That it seems like that anyway. But if you're willing to try something new, I'd say walkhero is a good choice. If you're concerned with like, oh, I don't want to see a huge logo, there's a lot of shoes at the website. I think they sell them on Amazon as well. There's a lot of shoes without the logo. You know, the big logo, it just kind of has these little logos around the shoe. So definitely something to consider. Pleasantly surprised, and I will continue using these and actually wear these out on a regular basis in the coming months. So thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time, I'll see you later.